our announcements and the normal things that we do at 7:30 to begin our other program, or JP and Fiddling Leona. But we want to do a special tribute. It's on our schedules, and this is for someone very near and dear to me. And I have some wonderful help in doing this, and that's Raymond McLean and Eugene Wolf are going to help with it. And the person that we're honoring is Mr. Bill Clifton. He celebrated his 93rd birthday yesterday. And all of us up here, he's a living treasure and just an encyclopedia of musical history. So we're so honored to have him here and to be paying homage to him for all that he's done for our music and even for my family. He was good, dear friends with my granddad, David Carter. Bill's been a part of my life since I was a little bitty girl, and he always felt like he was my family, and still does. So before I start to cry, I'm going to turn this over to Raymond McLean and Eugene Wolf. So make them welcome to the stage.
It's wonderful to have this opportunity to come honor Bill Clifton right here at the Carter family fold. There could be no better place to do this, no more appropriate place to do it. And Eugene and I are going to start by singing a Carter family song that you've sung many times, "Give Me Your Love and I'll Give You Mine." Just at the close of a bright summer day, just as the twilight was fading away, soft on the breeze as the coo of a dove, someone is singing an old song of love. Tell me you love me and say you'll be true. I love nobody in this world but you. Your heart and my heart in love will entwine. Give me your love and I'll give you mine. Come along with me to a quiet shady nook where flowers bloom by the side of the brook. Nature is sleeping, the birds are at rest. I'll place a wild rose on your beautiful breast. Tell me you love me and say you'll be true. I love nobody in this world but you. Your heart and my heart in love will entwine. Give me your love and I'll give you mine. Two lovers sit in one quiet place, two lovers joined in one warm embrace, whispering softly these words so divine. Give me your love and I'll give you mine. I've something to ask you while you're by my side. It's a question of love, of a groom and a bride. And if you refuse me, my heart it would pine. Give me your love and I'll give you mine. Tell me you love me and say you'll be true. I love nobody in this world but you. Your heart and my heart in love will entwine. Give me your love and I'll give you mine. Clifton's recording career spanned more than 7 decades. He's probably one of the only living people that knew A.P. Carter as a close personal friend. And also he knew Woody Guthrie as a close personal friend as well. He I can hardly explain how much respect I have for this man, how much I appreciate him. He's been a mentor. He is so, you know, his career spanned the time that rock and roll came in, that country music changed, the big folk revival, and he was a huge part of that, and started folk festivals like the Newport Folk Festival, and many of the big folk festivals was involved there. He was recording and carrying on a career through the times that the Beatles were popular, that so many people, and for 7 decades, this man has had a remarkable recording career and has appeared, I can't even begin to tell you how many countries around the world. And I'm so happy that Eugene Wolf has come to help me. Eugene Wolf, you've seen him here on this stage singing and playing, and as part with his musical partner, Ed Snodderly, the Brother Boys. You've seen him, he's a wonderful actor. He portrayed A.P. Carter in the play Keep on the Sunny Side. You may have seen him with his performances of The Book of Mammal. Make welcome Eugene Wolf.
Thank you, Raymond. I'm especially happy to be here tonight because, as Raymond said, I got to portray A.P. Carter here at the Church of A.P. Carter. You know, I don't think there's any more sacred place in country music, actually, than the place we are standing right now. And Bill Clifton gave me so much insight into who A.P. Carter was. As some of you probably know, Bill was born in 1931, just 4 years after the Carter family recorded their songs down in Bristol. So he grew up during the Depression. He grew up in the Depression hearing the Carter family on the radio, because the Carter family was the voice of the Depression. He was born in Baltimore, outside Baltimore, but we had a lot of folks from the mountains that came to Baltimore during the Depression that took the music with them to Baltimore. They were there looking for work, and Bill was the beneficiary of all those folks who brought the music to the city. He, early on when he was a young kid, he met Roy Acuff, Uncle Dave Macon, Brownie McGee, and he took all of those things to heart. And when he was in college, at the University of Virginia in Charlottesville, when he was a teenager, this was after the Carter family had broken up, and one afternoon he was listening to the radio, the local radio station, and they said, "You're not going to believe who just showed up in our studio, A.P. Carter." So Bill Clifton was like, how do I find, where is he? People weren't even sure he was still living, if you can imagine that. So he made the pilgrimage to Poor Valley, and he tells this beautiful story about A.P. sitting on a couch in his house with Gladys. Mylon was mowing the yard. Bill said he went in, he knocked on the door, and A.P. was sitting listening to the radio. And he said, "Come on in, let me listen to this radio show first." And then he patted the seat next to him and said, "Bill, come here and sit down." And that was the beginning of a 10-year relationship that we are all the beneficiaries of, because Bill Clifton took this music that he loved so much as a child. He made it his own. He sings it with such purity and such beautiful intention that he took it all around the world, and you couldn't help but get the message. And we are still gleaning that message almost 100 years later from the Carter family. But Bill is a great storyteller. That's one thing we don't know that much about. And I've got to sit with him for hours, and he told me stories about A.P. He let me know who A.P. Carter was as a human being. as well as a musician. And so by osmosis, I was able to, well, receive that energy from this gifted, this beautiful angel of a man. And I couldn't be happier, because now I get to take the message of A.P. Carter to the people who want to hear it now. So, mighty happy to be here with Bill Clifton tonight.
So Bill, Rita asked if we would honor you tonight, and Jody Miller made this beautiful plaque to commemorate your friendship with the Carter family, with A.P. Carter, and all that you've done. And if I may read this, I wrote about 3 pages and had to condense it because it wouldn't be legible otherwise. It says, "Hearthstone of the fold. In the old style of building a home, there was a foundational hearthstone, or hearthstone as it was called by some ancient Scots. When Jeanette Carter established the Carter family fold in 1974, she drew on her legacy, her faith, and on the strength and inspiration of friends and family. Bill Clifton is a steadfast friend of the Carter family, going back to A.P. Carter himself in 1950. Eventually, Bill moved to the Valley to be close to A.P. and the family. Bill's humble, gentle manner belies his powerful influence, but it is impossible to overstate the monumental impact Bill Clifton's recording career has had on country music. That career has spanned more than 7 decades. At one point in the 60s in England, he outsold the Beatles. His recordings of original and traditional songs, many A.P. Carter songs, and his songbook introduced material that is now incorporated in the standard body of bluegrass and country songs that everybody knows. Bill's recordings and performance tours took the Carter family songs and style far and wide, sometimes to places where American country music had never been heard, helping popularize the Carter sound worldwide. Bill Clifton's steadfast, loyal friendship, inspiration, and intense interests are so powerful that they have weight and become some of the material from which dreams can be built. Given on his 93rd birthday, this plaque is to commemorate his close friendship with the Carter family and to recognize Bill Clifton as a hearthstone of the Carter family fold.
Well, thank you so much. I don't know, I've never had any greater influence than A.P. Carter was to me as a person in music, and a person who was just a genuine friend in every way. I used to carry the guitar around, and we'd go into a radio station, and they'd see A.P. coming and ask him if he'd like to sing a song. And, well, he would nod, and sure enough, we'd do one or two. And when people like Wally Fowler came up from wherever he lived in, I think Alabama, but anyhow down south, and we went to that concert he did in Kingsport, the first one that he did in Kingsport, and I recall walking down the side of the building in the pouring rain, and I had no cover for my head, none at all, not even hair. And we walked down the side of this building, and he didn't want to go in the front where the people were actually going in the front door. He said, no, we'll go in where the musicians go in. And we walked down the side of this building and got down to the ground level, and A.P. stood and tapped on the door lightly. Nobody paid any attention. The musicians were unpacking their gear and setting up their microphones and their music stands, whatever. And finally, after quite a while, just standing in the rain there, somebody came over and cracked open the door just an inch and said, "Hey, can I help you?" And he said, "Well, I would like to talk to the head man." And this fellow said, "Well, that's Wally Fowler. Who should I tell him wants to talk to him?" And he said, "Tell him it's A.P. Carter. I reckon he's hard tell with the Carter family." Well, that door couldn't get open wide enough fast enough. That fellow swung the door open, and Wally came over and met A.P. and asked him if he wanted to sing a song on the program because they were recording it. They were recording the program for a radio station in Birmingham, Alabama, and asked if A.P. would sing a song. A.P. looked at me and I said, "Sure, I'll play guitar and sing the chorus if necessary, if that's what's needed." And so he invited A.P. to sing, and we did I think we did 2 numbers. I can't remember now which songs they were, but I know that I think we did 2. And that was just one experience I had where he didn't make a big deal about his showing up at this concert, but he was pleased that he was recognized. They knew who he was, and they sure did. Everybody did. I can't think of anything else I need to say except I thank you, Raymond, for all the kind words.
Well, Bill, I thank you very much for a lifetime of friendship and for all the good advice, for mentoring, for inspiration that you've given me since even before we met, and I think we all thank you for those things.
Well, we've had some good times together, you and I have, across the seas as well as here in the United States.
Absolutely, we have. Let's all sing "Keep on the Sunny Side." Can we do that? There's a dark and a troubled side of life. There's a bright and a sunny side too. Though we meet with the darkness and strife, the sunny side we also may view. Keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side of life. It will help us every day. It will brighten all the way. If we keep on the sunny side of life. Sing a verse.
Let us greet with a song of hope each day. Though the moment be cloudy or fair, let us trust in our Savior always, who keepeth everyone in His care.
Keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side of life. It will help us every day. It will brighten all the way. If we'll keep on the sunny side of life. If we keep on the sunny side of life. Well done.
Bill, we love you very much.
Well, go both ways. We love you.
Thank you all for doing that. They put a lot of hard work into this tribute, and we just wanted to be sure that Bill knew how much we honor and respect him and love him. So we thank you, and we're going to take a minute to thank some of our sponsors and get ready for our regular show, which is J.P. Mathis and Fiddling, Leona. And I'll first of all introduce myself. I didn't do that earlier. My name is Rita Forrester, and I am A.P. and Sarah Carter's granddaughter, and I'll be your host for the afternoon, the evening concert. And we have a tradition of giving away a hat to a person who's traveled the furthest distance to see our show. And I know there's 3 places where we've got visitors from, and I'm going to call those places out, and y'all raise your hand when I call it out. North Carolina, we have visitors from North Carolina, way up top. Welcome. Georgia, in the middle, welcome to Georgia. And Colorado, I spoke with the gentleman from Colorado, but I don't know where, over here on this side. Okay. And do we have visitors from anywhere else that I didn't capture or hold out? South Carolina, welcome. Texas, welcome. Niagara Falls, welcome to y'all. Michigan, welcome to you. Wyoming, welcome to you. Ireland, goodness. I think you just hit the nail on the head. You've come from us for sure. So you take home a hat from Virginia Tourism Corporation that lets people know that not only is Virginia for lovers, it is for music lovers, and you wear that proudly back to Ireland. And one of the things some of the experience in Virginia. ETC is one of our year-round sponsors, along with Bryant Label, the Bristol Courtyard Marriott, WETS-FM, Scott County Telecom, and we appreciate each and every one of them. We have some special sponsors for our 50th anniversary shows. We're having special shows every month because this is our 50th anniversary of the Carter Family Fold. So watch our website for some very special performers and a special concert each month. We're trying to do everything we can to pay tribute to our 50th anniversary. We're mighty proud to be here after 50 years of presenting music in this little rural community. When my mom started the shows, they began in a little store building next door. It lasted for about 2 years there, and then this large building was built in '76. So we're just proud to be here after those 50 years, and we thank you for coming out and supporting us and patronizing us. And remember that you can visit the museum or the cabin. They're next door, and they're both historic landmarks. If you're visiting from far away and you want to go to church tomorrow morning, you can visit a 3rd historic landmark, and that's Mount Vernon Historic Church, which is a mile from here. They'd love to have you. Service at 10 a.m. And our pastor's been back here working in the kitchen, so we thank. That reminds me, I need to ask you to give a nice hand to all the volunteers who make this. All of us here are volunteers, and that's unusual in and of itself. So everybody you see working so hard, they come and volunteer their time to make sure that this goes on and continues. So we thank them and we thank you. And I'm going to ask JP and JP is well known to Raymond. He was the director of ETSU's Bluegrass program and the country music program for many years. And JP is one of the alum from ETSU, along with Fiddling, Leona. I think she was their first international student. So they're going to get up and do some wonderful music, and I'll let them introduce all the fine musicians they brought with them. But give them a wonderful welcome to the stage. JP Mathis, Fiddling, Leona.
I don't get no sunshine. I'm going to go ahead and introduce the young lady standing to my right, your left, wearing the big pink dress, looking ruffled. Comes all the way originally from way, way out in the Pacific Ocean. Island, tiny little village. Just about 38 million friends and neighbors live around there stacked on top of each other. She was born and raised in Tokyo, Japan. Started playing classical violin at the age of 4. Her father's a professional studio musician in Japan and Asia. That's his job. He's a guitarist. He's into American roots music, kind of like Merle Travis and Chet Atkins and people like that. Is kind of the styles he was listening to. So she was growing up. As she got a little bit older, she started listening to what Daddy was playing and what he was working on. One day she asked him, she said, "What's this that sounds like a violin?" He told her, "Oh, it's a fiddle. It's the same thing. It's just played differently." So that sparked her interest, and she started wanting to work on fiddle stuff. So as she was growing up working on fiddle stuff, her dad thought at the age of 15. Now, what I'm going to tell you now is probably illegal. It may be probably illegal then. I know it probably is now. But when she was 15, he stuck her on an airplane by herself with a suitcase, a fiddle, and 20 words of English and sent her to San Diego, California to mark up on her fiddle camp. So she went to the fiddle camp. Somehow she got from the airport to the camp. She has no recollection of that. I'm assuming the cab driver must have known where you were going. So he took her she got to the fiddle camp, got to play with people her own age, sparked even more love and interest in the fiddle. Now here's where the story gets really, really interesting. A few years later, it was time for her to go to college. She was considering going to East Tennessee State University's Bluegrass and Country Music program. But there just happened to be this young, handsome, strapping young gentleman that was on a music tour in Japan at that time. Now this guy was handsome. Let me try to explain how handsome this guy was. Think about Brad Pitt and Hercules. Mix them together. You wouldn't believe what handsome. You see where this is going now. Well, that was me, if anybody was wondering. I used to be Herculean in my younger days. So I was on tour there, and I was a student at the time at ETSU, and a couple of the other guys that were on tour were as well. And we had a mutual friend that said, "Hey, come, there's a fiddler thinking about coming to the college. Can you come meet with her?" So we went and met and talked with her, talked about the school and stuff. A few months later, she came to East Tennessee. And 4 years later, she became the first international student ever to receive credentials in the field of bluegrass and country music.
Thank you very much. I am still to this day accusing him for possibly had that little secret plan behind the recruitment, because later on we got married. But I am thanking him for recruiting me, because that's the reason I am here today. And I'm so honored to be on this stage today. But we're going to kick it into a fiddle tune. So if you're ready to dance, come on down. we love food. We love good food. And where we go, we love whatever food that we can get. I'm already secretly saving my cake in the back room. Not sharing with anybody. But when I go back to Japan, I always get this sweet snack that I really love, come back to the United States, usually suitcase full of those snacks. Well, it's called imokembi in Japanese. What it is we're translating it sweet potato chips. So I am assuming everybody here, at least one time in your life, have been to McDonald's, right? Maybe twice, maybe 3 times. When you get those French fries on the bottom of the bottom, you know those crunchy, burnt French fries, the best part of it? So imagine those are made out of a sweet potato and even sugar coated. It's very, very yummy. You know what I'm talking about. But so I thought it might be a good idea to write a song about this sweet potato chips and possibly get a commercial deal or something like that. Well, I didn't know this sweet potato chips company only have like 38 people working at the factory, so they do not have any commercial budget or anything like that. So that was a life lesson. Next time if I'm going to think of something with a commercial deal or something, I need to write about maybe Toyota truck or something. But we are going to do, are you ready? All right, to do sweet potato chips. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
gentleman out here playing the guitar. As we were standing out in the parking lot, it seemed like he knew like 40% of all the people that were coming in here. But He's originally from down in the Chattanooga area, a place called Cleveland, Tennessee. Now makes his home in Knoxville. He's a wonderful musician. I've been friends with him ever since he came to East Tennessee State University back in the early thousands, or 2000s, I guess, not thousands. He's a wonderful guitar player, mandolin player, singer, good friend. He's got a master's degree in divinity, so if anybody's needing any help or anything, he can help you out. He's the band's chaplain, since he's got that degree. But he's a wonderful friend of mine. He's a friend of yours. Everyone give a warm Carter family welcome. Carter family, full welcome to Mr. John Suits.
when you were still 15. You were still in high school, but he started going to ETSU Bluegrass program when he was 15 years old. And then you pretty much went all the way to grad school, so it was a long school time. But then he had performed all over the world, including 20 times in Japan, several times in Europe, Canada,
He's been a good friend of mine for many, many years. I always tell this story. I mean, the first time I ever met him, he was had a big giant monster truck, like a Bigfoot. And he rolls up, I'm standing on the road level. He introduces himself. He's like way up here in the truck, monster truck. And he had the most perfect mullet. Now this was back, back in the old mullet times. But it is a little past the mullet times. But he still had one. And he rolls up and I introduce myself to him, whatever. He gets out and sticks down out of that thing. He's wearing a gold gym tank top. Got baby oil rubbed all over him. He's shining in the sun. But he's definitely, he's one of our best friends or whatever. He's a good man. He actually lives, now he lives in Colonial Heights, Harry. So he's Colonial Heights. Raphael's, yeah. But anyway, give him a warm welcome to Mr. Jason Crawford.
Thank you. You just never know.
special since this was the 50th anniversary of the Carter family fold. And what I wanted to do with this one is, this is a tune written by Jack Toggle, who's the founder of the East Tennessee State University Bluegrass and Country Music Program. And he put out an album back in 1999 called The Bluegrass Sound. And this next tune's here this is a tune that actually I think I played here the very first time I ever played at the Carter Fold when I was a high school student playing with the ETSU Bluegrass Band. So I played it here many times, but it's been many years since I've played it before. But this is an original tune that he wrote, and it's simply entitled The A.P. Carter Fold. He's a wonderful bass player, mandolin player, singer, good friend of mine, good friend of yours. Everyone give him a warm welcome, Mr. David Babb. I want to bring, now that we've introduced David, we'll bring John Suits back up here to sing one. But John's going to do you a wonderful bluegrass tune called Freeborn Man.
Well, I was born down in the Southland. Some 29 years ago.
song was the only song that I could sing all the way through in English. And I started performing this song in a student band with Raymond McLean. He was here earlier. And later on, this became my nickname. It's called Roly Poly. gonna do, JP?
Let's do a little bit of Johnny and June. Let's do the two Jacksons. Everybody like the Jacksons? All right. Get Leona here. Get everybody kicked in gear and do you some Jackson. Ready? 1, 2, 3. thank you all very much. That's what it's all about right there. That gives me more joy than anything on this planet, seeing people up here dancing and having a good time. We really appreciate that. We'd like to thank Rita for having us back up here at Carterville, especially this year, the 50th anniversary. So like she said earlier, we're going to have concerts, special events and concerts all throughout the year. So follow them on their social media pages and check out their website to see what's coming up. I know they got Lonesome River Band and Volume 5 coming up at the end of the month. So if you get a chance, come check out some more shows here at the Carter Family Folk. All right, Leona, you got some more. Oh, Leona's got a band too. This is going to get interesting. Go ahead and tell them what you're doing with this band too, Leona. Okay. If Leona hadn't mentioned earlier, if anybody's on social media or anything like that, you can follow us at the Fiddling Leona on Facebook, Instagram, all that. It's FIDDLINGLEONA. And you can follow and see where we're going to be. Got a lot of shows coming up throughout the region, both as a duo and full bands as well. So check out our schedule. We've also got merchandise, which many of y'all found over here earlier. Have merchandise here. You can get stuff online. Most of Leona's solo stuff's on iTunes and Amazon and Spotify and all that. So we're going to do that. We're going to get Leona back up here with the band too. All right.
All right. So my students, you can come on out now, are definitely learning fiddle, but I do start in a little bit of So let me introduce some of my students on the guitar. His grandpa used to play guitar, and then this is his debut today to play the guitar. And here, this tiny little man here is a starling. He just here. And here, you may see her dancing around. She actually does Irish dancing also. And her name is Addie. And today, she brought her classmate, schoolmate, Kayla, on banjo. And also, she brought her mom back. Karen and I went to school
In country music, the Ryman in Nashville is always considered the mother church of country music. So if that's considered the mother church of country music, where we're at here in Ford Valley today is the Garden of Eden of country music. Because none of it would exist if not for the Carter family in this place right here in this valley. So we always try to do, even when we're doing our shows somewhere else, we always try to do something connected to the Carter family so we can talk about the history. And it means a lot to me. My grandfather was a huge Carter family fan. I was telling Leona on the way up here, he got ill, and once he became bedfast, I was telling her the last week of his life, he wouldn't watch TV, he didn't do anything. The only thing he listened to for the last week of his life was the Carter family songs on the CD player. So it means a lot for me to stand here on this stage, especially growing up in this region. It just means a lot. My great-grandmother, she's seen the original Carter family perform, and it's such a pleasure. Even over here, I don't know if they still have some in the gift shop over here, but they've got these little books, A.P. Carter Bible Questions. It's a little book is there some over there? I actually have an original one of those that he sold. That was my great-grandmother. So it's a very close history to me, and I appreciate it. We'll do this one here. Like I say, feel free to sing along with us on this one. This is a tune everyone knows called Will the Circle Be Unbroken? the second song I learned. All right, we're gonna bring Jason back up here. We're gonna get him back up here. Let's see. We'll see if he's got one of them Gold's Gym tank tops and some baby oil. Yeah, he's got it back here in the back somewhere. But anyway, we're gonna get him up here to do this. And this is another Bill Monroe tune. And this one's called The Little Georgia Rose. requested songs here. Actually, y'all requested a couple of times. But this is it's the Tennessee State song, not the fast one, but the slow one. Where I always have to emphasize that. Tennessee Waltz. And Tennessee Waltz was basically, it was a hit here in the U.S. in the early 50s. It was written by Pee Wee Lambert, and the other day I said Pee Wee Herman. Pee Wee Lambert, yeah, I did, I literally, and I just now remembered that. I didn't even correct myself, but we were at Dollywood, and I said Pee Wee Herman. But anyway, Pee Wee Lambert, he and another guy wrote the tune, and they had just heard a song called the Kentucky Waltz. And they were all in their car driving back from Kentucky back to Tennessee, and they decided they needed an answer to the Kentucky Waltz. So it just took about 5 minutes to write. It's called, and they wrote the Tennessee Waltz. Well, a couple of years after it was a hit here in the United States, a Japanese composer got a hold of the song. And he loved the tune so much, he found a Japanese pop singer at the time, a lady, and translated the song, retranslated it into Japanese, and she sang it, and it was #1 on the charts in Japan for 10 months in the 1950s. So if you ever go to Japan and you get lost or something, or you find the bathroom, this probably won't help you any, but start singing the Tennessee Waltz and then you can just sing. But when Leona introduces me from Tennessee when we're performing in Japan or whatever, there's either 2 responses from people or the crowd or whatever. First, if they're a little rowdy, they holler Jack Daniels. They know that. And then the second response is always Tennessee Waltz. So it's kind of one of the most famous things Tennessee is famous for all across the world is the Tennessee Waltz.
When
It's called Dark Hollow, or Dark Holler as I would normally call it.
Some
We're going to do this one here. I'm sure a lot of you know. We got any West Virginia people here? I knew that too, son. They always let you know. We're going to do this tune here. Not only is Tennessee Waltz hugely popular in Japan, but this next tune that we're getting ready to do, Country Roads. Leona and I was playing at a jazz festival. It wasn't bluegrass or country or anything. It was a jazz festival in Japan, like a street festival. And I think it's in Hiroshima. And we were playing, and I did this song, and I didn't know this at the time, and everybody in the crowd started singing along with us on Country Roads. We got done, and I asked her, I'm like, what's the deal? And then she told me it was part of an animation movie. They used it as the soundtrack, a really famous movie. And it's in the textbooks too, like for school kids. So there's Carter family songs, there's Country Roads. So the school textbooks have these songs in them. So this is one here. So what I'm going to do is they also have a Japanese chorus. So when we get towards the end, we're going to get a couple of the guys here with us. We're going to sing in Japanese on the chorus towards the end. We'll see if we can remember how this goes. But this is a tune called Country Roads. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
for y'all. Give them a real nice hand. Y'all usually come out and visit us next week. We'll have the McLean family band here. And they are one of the two bands that have been coming for the last 50 years. So it's always good to welcome them back. Be sure to